Hello and welcome to the session on institutional planning, laboratory and maintenance of records. Education institution is one of the most important institutions in any society. It is set up by the society with a large number of objectives which are of a very important nature. Development of a society is closely tied to its level of educational development. Education is a solution to emerging or existing societal problems. Hence, a lot of human and material resources are being invested on regular basis into the nation's educational institutions. The study of any discipline should start with its working definition, delineating its contents and characteristics, defining its scope and boundary, and prescribing the objectives for which it stands. Since educational institutions is an important public institution, it is also answerable to several bodies, agencies and authorities regarding its effective functioning. In the first place, it is answerable to the parents. It is important for the school or college authorities to show that the aims and objectives of education have been attained and children are receiving fruitful education. In the second place, it is answerable to the society. It has to give proper assurance to the society that they would try their level best to prepare the future citizens for the country. In fact, the function of developing the future citizens is entrusted to the educational institutions of the country. To the state and the central governments, in the third place, it has to give satisfaction that public funds are being utilized for the cause of education and norms and standards and directions given by the governments are being observed honestly and efficiently. Organizing efficient and good educational institution for children is one of the primary responsibilities of a society or state. Moreover, all the authorities related to education should take special care to see that the pupils in their institution are satisfied. They should watch their progress in studies, ascertaining and praising their attainments and help to develop their capacities. The authorities should also see to it that they help in conditioning the conduct and behavior of their pupils. Incidentally, there are many problems which are emanating within the educational institutions. As the problems occur, they constitute impediments to the achievement of educational objectives. One of the presumed causes of these problems is poor management. The belief is that if educational institutions are well managed, things will go on smoothly and the education objectives will be achieved. For all this, it has to obtain various information regarding the proper functioning of the institution. It is necessary that complete and systematic records be maintained. Records and registers are indispensable for smooth, systematic and successful working of an education institution. These records consist of a large number of documents and registers. Record keeping and the storage of information are important functions of both the administration and teaching staff of an education institution. Each institution has a responsibility to maintain its records and record keeping systems. Each and every institution will have their own methods of creating and keeping records and sharing information with the staff, students, parents and the general public. Policies governing the maintenance, review and ultimate disposition of students' education records differ from one establishment to another. At the beginning of the 21st century, we are entering a new era of reform in science education. New standards are intended to shape and rejuvenate science education and teaching. Laboratories are central to any science learning, since students are involved in the process of conceiving problems and scientific questions, formulating hypotheses, designing experiments, gathering and analyzing data and making conclusions about various scientific problems. Taking this very fact, another important aspect of any education institution should be the laboratory and facilities related to it. Laboratory activities have a distinctive and central role in the science curriculum, and science educators have suggested that many benefits accrue from engaging students in science laboratory activities. The chapter discusses two of the important aspects necessary for improvement of quality of education: maintenance of records and registers, and the importance of laboratories in education institutions. How can we maintain the necessary records in education institutions? It is very important that the authorities of the education institution maintain the records related to the institution. Records help the administrators to locate each pupil in the institution very quickly. It will help to explain and remove undesirable conditions and reduce retardation and failure of the organization to the minimum. The records help the teachers also in many ways. Registers and records which are up to date and perfect help the teachers to track the progress of the students and provide learning activities suitable to each student. Keeping the records is an advantage for the students also. The records and registers in every education institution are of no use unless they are maintained properly. The administrators of the institution should take special care to keep and maintain the records properly. They have to check and verify these records from time to time and take appropriate actions accordingly. Proper keeping of records could enhance planning process, serve as historical record, provide knowledge on students' academic performance, and facilitate financial administration of the institution. It will also provide a basis for advisory and counseling services. There are different types of records and registers. Now, we can discuss each one. Every education institution should keep proper records related to the organization in the form of registers and files to determine how well the institution is contributing to the students' welfare and for preserving education information. Data collected from school or college records on pupils' enrollment and educational facilities can be analyzed in order to determine the number of teachers and other resources that would be needed by the institution. These records also enable to know the termly and yearly academic performance of students. The institutional managers will be able to determine the academic progress of the students and take necessary precautionary measures towards improving their academic performance. According to the Himachal Pradesh Education Code or HP Educational Code, the following types of registers should be maintained in every school. Cash registers are the first among them. This type of registers contains the day-to-day record of all financial transactions of an education institution. The day's transactions should be entered on the same day to avoid any discrepancies. Cash registers include cash book, bill register, register for advances and recoveries, register for festival advances, treasury register, events register, register for income tax recoveries, telephone rent bill register, stamp account register, ledger book, acquittance roll register, budget control register, etc. Other important cash registers that should be maintained are amalgamated fund register, fine fund register, building fund register, fee collection register, medical reimbursement register, etc. All the entries in the above registers should be made without any delay. Any irregularities in the maintenance of accounts and accounts registers can amount to serious faults. Another type of records is establishment and class register. Apart from the financial records, the establishment will have to maintain other important records. This head includes staff attendance register, order book, establishment check register, leave register, faculty meeting minutes register, institutional calendar, dispatch register, peon book, etc. Still, other important registers are stock register, sports article register, library books register, teachers personal files, teacher diary, etc. The stock register contains all the immovable property of the institution. A physical verification of the entire property is done annually on the basis of the record of stock register. In addition to the main stock register, there will be stock registers for the laboratories, library and stock material. A teacher's diary is the mirror of a teacher's daily work. It is prepared daily after their work is done. The diary should contain a record of what is taught in the class daily, the major concepts, ideas and information presented to the students, activities or experiments conducted in the class, a mention on the books and journals used as reference, etc. The teacher's diary should be maintained by every teacher regularly so that it could be made available to the authorities on demand for their inspection and comments. Records such as students' admission and attendance registers, school inventories book and teachers' register will be necessary in order to plan for acquisition of the resources. The education institution should maintain different types of records about its students. Much information can be obtained from these records about individual students, which can be of use in guidance services. Some of them include records related to admission of students, admission and withdrawal register, conduct register, scholarship register, prize distribution register, cumulative record cards or CRC, etc. CRC is a permanent record about the people. It is a method of recording, filing and using information essential for guidance of students. It represents a cumulative individual inventory of the educational, mental, physical, social and emotional development of each people. Every class should have an attendance register for its students. Similarly, the admission and withdrawal register is one of the most important and valuable documents of the institution. It must contain records of all pupils who are admitted and who have left the institution on transfer or admission to other institutions. This register must be preserved in safe custody of the office for future reference. School calendar, timetable and class timetable could be used to allocate problems, curricula and co-curricular activities of the school. Planning, coordination, control and organizing of school or college activities could be enhanced through the use of these records. Shall we maintain these records in educational institutions? Really, yes. Now, let us move to discuss the need and importance of records and registers. The maintenance of records is indispensable for systematic and successful working of any education institution. With the increase in the functions of the institutions, the number of records and registers are considerably increased. Any education institution has to maintain certain records and registers to meet various legal requirements. The authorities related to education in the country make it binding to maintain records of various types. The Department of Education asks for certain information from these institutions from time to time. In case of schools, the Department of Education and State Board of Education require certain information. The HP Education Code has also suggested for the maintenance of certain records and registers in every school. For some court matters, accurate information about the education institution, its teachers and students should be provided. The institution has to keep up to date information about its student strength, admission, average attendance, leave, grants, expenditure, income, staff strength, activities, examinations, results and scholarships, admissions and withdrawals, etc. So, maintenance of records enables to meet all the legal requirements. Administrative needs. From the administrative point of view, registers and records hold importance. Planning of various activities, sanction of leave, transfer and promotion of teachers, matters related to discipline of the students, submission of reports to various authorities are based on the maintenance of these records. The institution will not be able to work without these records. Every education institution will have to supply a lot of data to justify its budget and financial needs. The budgetary statements of financial needs are prepared and submitted to the higher authorities each year well in time. This is required for sanction of funds under different heads. The preparation of budget requires up to date information on strength of students, teachers, other staffs, infrastructure, etc. Apart from these, the financial status of the institution could be determined through the maintenance of records. Income and expenditure of the institution are entered into appropriate ledger, and this enhances accountability on the part of the administrator. When financial transactions are properly documented and kept in records, incidents of fraud, overspending and financial waste etc., will be curtailed to large extent. Records such as cash book, bank account book, check book, account ledger and receipt for payments are useful records for this purpose. For future reference also, records can be utilized. The details of each and every record related to the education institution may assume great importance in the future if not today. The records may become a clue in solving out many later problems. In such situations, the up to date registers and records become a treasured document. So, it is only from the records that anything of the past can be obtained and ascertained. Research needs are another one. Records supply comprehensive and authentic data to those who undertake the responsibility of educational research and reform. The data also facilitates statistical analysis and evaluation policies and programs. Keeping up to date records will help in appraisal of effectiveness of the institution. For this, the education institution should keep proper records of the progress of each and every student, the work done by the teachers, the proper guidance provided by the supervisory authorities, etc. This type of record keeping helps the administration to know the actual changes to be made for the improvement of education and other related activities. Improvement of instructional program could be achieved when records such as lesson plan, scheme of work and record of work are kept. For a healthy relationship with the home and community also, records are needed. The reports based on records of the education institution and results of examinations conducted sometimes required to be sent to the parents. This helped the authorities of the institution to solve the various problems related to the students and shortcomings of the parents in particular and the community in general. The report also helps to understand the limitations, handicaps and needs of the institution. Records such as visitors book, parent teachers association minutes book and board of governors book constitute points of reference of fostering good relationship between the education institution and external bodies, knowing their needs and getting the needs of the institution across to them. Only regularly maintained documents can keep a track of the students' all round growth and development and can be dependable in providing guidance and direction to him. For efficient working also we can use records. Maintenance of records and registers help in the smooth functioning of any institution. The workers of the institutions will be conscious that every bit of what they are doing is being recorded and hence will try to produce better results. When records are kept and utilized appropriately, execution of management functions is likely to be easy and effective. Hitherto, we have discussed the importance of records in institutional planning. Like records, laboratory has its own importance in institutional planning. Science is different from any other subject. In order to understand its concepts, one has to look beyond the books and conventional classroom teaching. Effective teaching and learning of science involves a perpetual state of show and tell. Science involves seeing, handling, understanding and manipulation of real objects and materials. Teaching science therefore requires a different approach. Educational institutions have to provide opportunities to their students to learn the various methods and processes. As discussed earlier, laboratories are central to science curriculum, and science educators have suggested various benefits of engaging students in science laboratory activities. Science educators have believed that the laboratory is an important means of instruction in science since late in the 19th century. It was found that education institutes that combine classroom or textbook teaching with science laboratory experiments were able to derive the best results for their students. Thus, laboratory instruction in classrooms was considered essential because it provided training in observation, supplied detailed information, and aroused students' interest. The knowledge that students attain in classrooms would be ineffective unless they actually observe the process and understand the relationship between action and reaction. Laboratories are the only place in an education institution where certain kinds of skills and understandings can be developed. More specifically, it can be said that when properly developed, inquiry centered laboratories have the potential to enhance students' meaningful learning, conceptual understanding, and their understanding of the nature of science. To attain quality education, the students should be provided in the laboratory with opportunities to reflect on findings, clarify understandings and misunderstandings with peers, and consult a range of resources through various learning materials. Many science researches have been carried out to investigate the educational effectiveness of laboratory work in science education in facilitating the attainment of the cognitive, affective and practical goals. They have examined the role of the laboratory on many variables, including achievement, attitudes, critical thinking, cognitive style, understanding science, the development of science process skills, manipulative skills, interest, retention in science courses, and the ability to do independent work. It is believed that learners construct knowledge by solving genuine and meaningful problems. Children are able to retain the knowledge for a longer time when they see the experiments being performed in front of their eyes. They get a first hand learning experience by performing various experiments on their own. This can be possible only with the help of laboratories, which offer students opportunities to have some control over their activities while providing opportunities that encourage them to ask questions, suggest hypotheses and design investigations. The question of importance of laboratory work in educational institutions is ascertaining itself now more than ever before, because industrial education is mostly constituted of laboratory subjects. Thus, it is finding a very important place in our education system. Now, rather than fundamental theories, laboratory proofs of application of theories have been accepted. Even professional institutions like medical schools are turning their side to practical laboratory methods alone. Not only science laboratories exist in education institutions today. Computing has been a subject of academic study since the 1960s. Everyone lives in a society dependent on technology at work, home and school, but students are not able to access this technology on a continuous basis. Classroom with computers have become an important part of the curriculum and need to be used daily. The one aspect of that most computing courses, both specialist and non-specialist, have in common is the computer laboratory class. For specialist courses in any education institution, this would mean learning to program, something that cannot be done simply by reading a book and requires practice. Let us summarize what we have discussed so far. The chapter discusses the two important aspects which is required for improving the quality of education in any education institution. The first is the importance of maintaining records and registers for all activities related to the particular education institution. The second is the importance of laboratories in the educational institutions. Development of a society is closely tied to its level of educational development. Education is a solution to emerging or existing societal problems. Since educational institution is an important public institution, it is also answerable to several bodies, agencies and authorities regarding its effective functioning. In the first place, it is answerable to the parents. It is important for the school or college authorities to show that the aims and objectives of education have been attained and children are receiving fruitful education. Incidentally, there are many problems which are emanating within the education institutions. As the problems occur, they constitute impediments to the achievement of educational objectives. One of the presumed causes of these problems is poor management. The belief is that if educational institutions are well managed, things will go on smoothly and the educational objectives will be achieved. For all these, it has to obtain various information regarding the proper functioning of the institution. It is necessary that complete and systematic records be maintained. New standards are intended to shape and rejuvenate science education and teaching of the 21st century. Laboratories are central to any science learning, since students are involved in the process of conceiving problems and scientific questions, formulating hypotheses, designing experiments, gathering and analyzing data and making conclusions about various scientific problems. The chapter discusses the need for laboratories in educational institutions. Now, you can try to answer the questions given here. Why is it important to maintain records and registers in a school or college? What do you understand by establishment and class registers? What kind of registers should be maintained in every school according to HP Educational Code? How do laboratories help in study of sciences? Now, you may go through the reference books listed here for further reading. School Management, written by -M and -N and published by Atlantic Publishers and Distributors Private Limited, New Delhi in the year 2008. School Organization and Administration, written by Sidhu K.S. and published by Sterling Publishers Private Limited, New Delhi in 2008. Science Education, Issues and Developments, written by Calvin L.P. and published by Nova Science Publishers, New York in 2008. Thank you for watching this program. We can meet again with another topic. Have a nice day.